Hi guys, Sam here from Sam's Review, and today I'm going to be doing a BATSAM review on the DC Comics Multiverse 6-inch Toys R Us exclusive Suicide Squad Joker figure. So this is exclusive, like I said, to Toys R Us. There is Joker in his evening wear, which you only see for one scene, and I don't even believe he's wearing this outfit. But there we are. There is a picture of Jared Leto in the outfit as the Joker. There it says Suicide Squad Joker Ultimate Build Croc, or Build the Ultimate Croc, which is basically his attire he's in for the majority of the film. Down here this side, it's got a picture once again of Jared Leto as the Joker. Here it says, which is a sticker for the adult collector. There it says Suicide Squad, the Joker, and the Suicide Squad logo. Now if we spin it around to the back, these are the three exclusive figures here to build this version of Croc. Now you actually, if you want to build this version of Croc, you do need the Toys R Us exclusive, but you do not need number 1, which is an Amazon exclusive. Amazon.com. It's not available in the UK. It's not on Amazon.co.uk. It's only on Amazon.com. And shipping would probably be ridiculous for it. There are a few on eBay if you did want to get this Harley Quinn, but it's not essential. She just comes with untaped up hands. It says here that she comes with the taped hands, but she doesn't. The taped hands already come with the arms that come with different figures from the basic figures, so you do not need that figure. It's just purely optional. And it's just Harley Quinn in an evening gown dress, which is number 1, which I'll probably give a miss, to be honest. I'm not that fussed about it. Number 2 is the Joker, Toys R Us exclusive, who we're looking at today, who you do need to build the jacketed version. Number 3 is the Toys R Us exclusive Harley Quinn, which once again you do need if you want to build this version of Croc. And then number 4 is the Joker, who we've already seen in another video. Number 5 is Katana, who I did a review on in the last video. And number 6 is Harley Quinn in her ordinary attire, which I've already done another review on further back in my channel. So if you haven't seen those, check them out. Right, so I'll stop talking when we open it up. So, what did you guys think of the movie? If you've watched my videos up until now, followed me in these reviews, you'll know that I loved it. It would have been nice to see more Jared Leto as the Joker. I think Jared Leto is an incredible actor, and just the feats he goes to really get immersed into characters is really good. But they just cut so much out. I mean, he would make a fantastic Joker, but I'm not entirely sold on the whole kind of gangster kind of loves gold, and I don't know. I think he has the potential to be a great Joker. I just don't know if this version is a great Joker. But to be fair, it's hard to judge him on this 7 minutes he was in Suicide Squad. So hopefully when we get the standalone Batman movie or a Suicide Squad follow-up, we'll see more of him. But, you know, it was just, I don't know. I think he's got the potential to be a fantastic Joker. He's got some big shoes to fill. You know, you've got Heath Ledger, you've got Jack Nicholson, you've got Cesar Romero, Mark Hamill, who I've met, lovely guy. But yeah, those are some huge shoes to fill, and each person's brought their own thing to the role. For me personally, if we're talking about best Jokers, it's pretty close. I'm torn. If we're talking live action, I'm torn between Jack Nicholson, because I was born in the 80s, so I grew up with Jack Nicholson being the Joker. So for me, yeah, Jack Nicholson, and I think he's pretty much born to play that role, just with his expressions and stuff. I just think she was the perfect choice. But then Heath Ledger came along, absolutely phenomenal performance, got an Oscar for it, which I think is the only time someone's got an Oscar for playing a comic book character. I don't know. But yeah, so Jared Leto's got a way to go. He could do it, be my favourite, but he's got a way to go. But for me, I still love Mark Hamill's the voice. Whenever I read the comics, it's his voice that I hear when I'm reading the Joker's lines. But anyway, enough about that. Let's have a look at his accessories. So he comes with this knife, which is just all done in purple, which, to be honest, looks pretty rubbish. I'm not going to lie, I mean, the blade's purple, it's just a solid piece of purple plastic. There is nothing to it, and I will not be displaying him with that. I mean, maybe if the blade was silver, maybe, but it's not. It's just a solid piece of purple plastic. Comes across as really cheap. And what's it got written in here? It's got something written on it. Oh, of course, and it's also emblazoned with China, as seems to be the case with all of these figures. He also comes with something which I will be displaying him with, which you do see in the film, and it's depicted on the side of the box with him in this attire, as you see there, which is the gun, which is done more nicely. Once again, it's purple plastic, but it's got gold paint on it. It's got a white grip with some gold bits on it. But I'll be displaying him with that. The knife, no. I don't even think you see him use a knife or even hold a knife at any point in the film. So I think that's just kind of just packed in there. But that's the gun. His collect and connect pieces, which once again, if you want to build the jacketed version of Croc, which he wears for most of the movie, you're going to need this figure. And he comes with both of the arms of the jacket, and they've got little peg holes there. Now with the normal Croc figure, you can just, can you? Should be able to, come on, it's so nearly there. Should be able to, do not break. Well, you can pop the arms off, although I'm not going to force it too much now because I've already made that joint ridiculously loose. But yeah, you can pop these hands off and stick them onto the jacketed version, which I'll go into that in another review, but I'll do that at another stage. But anyway, he comes with both of the arms for the jacket. So put that over there, and then let's get into the figure himself. Now, like I said, this costume is, if it is seen, it's not seen very tall. Maybe it's in the extended cut, but I don't remember seeing him in this. But there's his face sculpt, which I actually think they did a better job on this one than the smiley one. So that's this one, and that's the normal one. But I don't know, I think this kind of looks a bit better. But once again, they're still nowhere near what Jared Leto looks like. I mean, but there we go. He's still got the wash and through his hair, so he's not all just the same colour. And he's got his tattoos there. There's a bit of sloppy paintwork done on mine, like the green's bled over onto his ear. But there's not really much I can do about that. His whole piece up here, this is all kind of soft plastic. You can't really do much with it. You can't open it anymore. It's just kind of as it is. His pull his shoulders, so you can get his shoulders up that much. His head has next to no articulation at all. It can't go up and down. It can kind of go around to the side, but once again, you're not getting much out of it. I mean, maybe that's about as much as you can get because of the height of the shoulders and the shirt. He's got upper bicep swivel, bend in the wrist, single hinge elbows. They only bend about that much though. No swivel at the elbow. Swivel at the wrist, but no hinge. He has an ab crunch, but once again, because of the coat, you can't do anything with it. He's got a waist swivel, which Now, well, you can see that, but it's all hidden under the jacket. He's got the T hips, but I can only get one of his legs out that far. The other one's hindered by the jacket. His legs go that far forward, quite far back. He's got a thigh swivel just above the knee. He's got single hinged knees which bend that much. He has very, very, very slight, I mean tiny amounts of movement there from side to side, and then hinges on the feet. And then he's also got 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet. Now, let's see how he holds the gun. Now, he does have his tattoo on his hand there. This hand's more closed off. I'm guessing that one's more for the knife. Let's have a look. I guess it is, but even then, I mean, you're struggling. I can't get that knife in there. So he can probably hold it in the other hand. No, even then, it's like the handle for the knife is too big. He can kind of hold it by the very end, but it just, I mean, that's just throw that away. In his gun, I imagine, could only go in this hand here, which has a very slight trigger finger. His hands are a harder plastic, but you can kind of bend the fingers out to get the gun in there, but it's almost like the handle of the gun is a little bit too big for his hand, and his fingers are all stuck together, so he doesn't even have a trigger finger. But you can kind of get the gun in his hand, but only in his right hand, and there's really not a lot you can do with it. I mean, you can have it kind of pointing forward, or maybe across his side and have him like that. But that's it. That's my review on this guy. Overall, if I'm going to be honest, unless you really want the collect and connect pieces to make the jacketed croc, I would say skip this figure. I'm not overly impressed with it. Like I said, don't actually recall him wearing this in the movie. Maybe it's in the extended cut. I'll know tomorrow, because as I'm recording this, it's 4:45 in the morning on Christmas Day. So, and I've bought the Blu-ray, but it's been wrapped up by mistake, so I'm going to watch it tomorrow at some stage. But yeah, unless you're absolutely wanting the croc in his jacket, I'd skip this figure. If we're going to do a height comparison, just really quickly, set him up. I mean, even his legs are bowed out here. I mean, getting him to stand is going to be a nightmare, which seems to be like a bit of a running thing with these figures. But yeah, I've got him to stand. Get him standing next to himself. And they're pretty much the same size. But yeah, I mean, you can totally skip on this figure. I mean, unless you really want, like I said, crop jacketed, and maybe to take the gun and stick him with this guy, which even then I don't even think he can hold a gun. But there we go. I'd give this figure a miss, guys, to be honest, unless you're a completist and you want the whole set. Maybe he'll look good next to the ball gown Harley Quinn, but on his own, if I'm honest, I'd say it's not worth it, and just give him a miss. You might be able to buy the arm pieces on eBay separately anyway. But that was my review, guys. So today we're looking at the Toys R Us exclusive Joker figure from Suicide Squad. For me, it's a miss. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.